Welcome to Pull the Pin Radio, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions of the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
But we promise we're going to enjoy giving them to you.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Mike. Let's pull the pin. All right.
What we going to do today, Mike?
Let's talk about several different topics there, Jim.
Ooh, another Pull the Pin already. SitRep.
Yeah, for those
SitRep.
Civilians listening, SitRep is short for Situational Report. Yeah, SitRep.
On America, right?
Yeah. Like what's up in America? SitRep, Situational Report in America, on America, within America, within
I think they get that part.
Okay,
they get
sorry,
that part,
sorry.
Yeah, we can move on to actually reporting on the SitRep. Or reporting on the situation, which we keep talking about SitRep and the situation, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you heard anything about this juror who's who's it's found out that he was a member or he participated in the Black Lives Matter
Yes.
protests. What do you think about that?
It was really interesting, actually, because I kind of suspected there was some, just the way the verdict was so quick and so everything guilty, they're either scared or something. So this doesn't really surprise me. What's interesting, though, is the dance that he's trying to do with the semantics. Like, he didn't do an anti-police protest, but he showed up at a protest where the Floyd family spoke, and he wore a T-shirt that had kneeling on my neck. And so, yeah, it's a little interesting.
I don't think it was, well, I don't know the particular protest because they've spoken at several now. So I don't know the particular protest that he attended, but I don't know if it was like necessarily an anti-police protest. And I don't know if he was asked that specific question, like you said, semantics here, right? Do you know what the questionnaire stated?
I don't know the exact question because I did see somebody showed the questionnaire. One of my favorite lawyers, I think, is actually the one that showed it. He showed the two questions, and the first question was something about, have you attended, any protests, whatever. It was a specific question, and then the second question was more of a general, other than the one above. Have you you attended any protests, something like that, where he put no. So I think there's some grounds right there for a little deception. Now, I'm not going to say he was deceptional, but he was did you see the audio too? He had some audio about talking about being a juror to go and make a difference.
Well, he just wanted to serve.
Yeah, right, to go make a difference, right.
Yeah.
And you could take that for what it's worth, his doing his civic duty to be a juror.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way.
Well, that's just, I don't know what that really means, because are we just assuming everybody that does go doesn't care about it? I mean, what's the assumption there that he means you have to go do your duty to make a difference?
Yeah, to be a part of the system. I don't know. I don't want to speculate on. I've seen people and heard people say things like that before. So was he specifically talking about making a difference in this particular trial, or because I wonder if he knew what trial he was going to be on? You know what I mean? When he made that, or maybe
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
And I thought jury duty was random anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
But even given all that, let's even give him the benefit of the doubt or not. Is this going to affect the case or the sentencing or anything?
I don't think so. Sentencing, no, but I think maybe a little bit it may lead to a mistrial, and they could bring that up. That wouldn't surprise me.
Well, that's the distinction. The distinction right now is they're talking about the appeal. So the distinction now, they haven't had sentencing, so the trial's not over yet.
Right.
So therefore, this could affect a mistrial, which mistrial wouldn't be a question if the sentencing already happened. Then it would be an appeal.
Right.
And then they could win on appeal based on that. So the fact that he even spoke out now, maybe a little too early, but who knows? Maybe he's getting a book deal. I mean, isn't that how all this stuff works?
15 minutes of fame.
You
Can
don't
we
think
talk about that?
Yeah, you don't think this has anything to do with being popular? And
No. Did he put it on his Instagram or Facebook? What? Hey, look at me, look at me. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was I was one of them that put him away. Wrote a
Yep.
book about it. Want to read it? Here's the
Right.
link. Yeah,
Let me go on CNN. They'll promote the book.
yeah, yep.
Yep.
They will.
You know it.
Yeah, and then when it finds out he was a part of Black Lives Matter, the other side gonna promote the book. Yeah, read it right here, people. Yeah, mistrial coming. Yeah,
Well, that's the interesting angle. I think if you look at that, like sometimes I wonder if the people even think these things through. Like think about it. Like he jumps out to be on the spot in his fame for, hey, look, I did this. I'm responsible for this. Now, if they do declare a mistrial, does he become the fall guy for it? Do people now, are they angry at him? Like, do you think that
no,
matters?
I think they'll be angry at the system, if you will,
Mm,
and he'll catch a little bit, but I think he'll be that the fall guy or the scapegoat,
yeah, well,
without a
that's what I
doubt.
was
Yeah,
wondering.
yeah,
Yeah, he went from hero to scapegoat if this
yeah,
goes and backfires.
yeah. I think it's gonna be like I forgot what year it was. The Chicago Cubs and that guy tried to catch a foul ball, and he kind of sort of interfered with the outfielder catching the ball, and he was just vilified.
Right,
Right, and I was like, why is everybody going off on him? The guy should have caught the damn ball to me,
right.
you know.
He's an
But now,
athlete. He can jump.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Get that damn ball. But anyway, I think he will be a scapegoat though.
Right,
Yep.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's right. I don't think it's gonna. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be a mistrial, but I think it's definitely a little more because I think the judge already gave him some information for a mistrial.
Yeah.
Gave him a little ammunition,
Yeah.
not
And I
information.
wonder, and this is something I wanted to research. I just forgot about it. If he appeals, does it go to that same judge?
I don't think so because it's a whole different court. I thought the
Yeah.
appellate court was a whole different court.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So we'll see.
yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
More on that to follow.
Yeah. Hey, so let's talk about there's a lot of talk going around about these different intelligence agencies, or as we call them, alphabet agencies, and their
Yeah,
selective investigations, if you will.
yeah.
You know?
Like first of all, do you even know how many intelligence agencies there are? I had to
Yeah.
look these up. I don't know. I don't know
Really?
how many exactly there were. Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
You
I
want to name
applied.
them all?
I applied.
Just
No, I
kidding.
applied. I applied. I applied to all of them. Well, damn near all of them back in the day.
Really? Well, every branch has one,
Yeah.
right? And then you got a Space Force one. Did you know that one?
No, I didn't apply to that
Yeah.
one.
That must be new because the Space Force just came. Then you got the NSA. You got National Reconnaissance Office. No clue. National Geospatial Intelligence Agency.
I knew about that one.
The FBI, DEA, Department
Yeah.
of Treasury, Department of State, Department of
Yeah.
Homeland Security, Department of Energy, Defense Intelligence. Even the Coast Guard has one. And then the CIA. So yeah,
There's more than that also.
well, yeah, all the
Yeah.
branches ones. I mean, that's
Yeah.
all they listed there was all the branch ones, and then all the ones I just read.
Yeah.
If there's more, then they're underneath.
Yep.
Yeah, and I saw that. I think like the CIA or one of those NSA, one of those branches had like 5 different branches
Yeah.
underneath them or something.
Yeah. And the
Yeah,
thing about it is, a lot of people are saying that they're going after the Rudy Giuliani's out there, but they're leaving the Hunter Biden's alone. You
yeah.
know.
I see that. Like, I definitely can see that, and I definitely understand that. But my question is always like, how the government they thing? Everyone says,
Yeah.
"Oh, the government, the government." I'm like, who is the government?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about? Like, who are they? So it's hard for me to wrap my head around an entire agency being corrupt. So to me, one of two things is happening: either the top echelon is corrupt, and the bottom guys are just lockstep because they don't want to lose their jobs, or maybe it's just not. I mean, I just don't know. Do you think, let's say if you worked for the CIA, I mean, the CIA is supposed to be outside, right? It's not inside America. That CIA is outside America.
Hmm.
So aren't they the ones that just raided Giuliani, though?
CIA or the FBI?
Yeah, I thought it was the CIA that just did all that.
Oh. Maybe it
Because I
was a
think they're
task
trying to,
force.
I think they're trying to tie it to something outside in Ukraine or Russia or,
Oh, okay.
but
I thought it was the FBI, but it could have been.
yeah,
Here we go,
well,
that
maybe
alphabet
you're
again.
right.
Yeah.
I heard something about the CIA, so that's why I was like, what are they involved for? But if it's outside sources, then maybe. But you think if you worked for one of these agencies and you were being told, hey, don't look at Hunter's stuff. We have no business looking at that. We're here for Giuliani. I mean, could you really just go business as usual and just say nothing?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wait a minute, how low are we on that in the structure there?
Well, it doesn't matter, right? Because no one's coming forward, right? No one's blowing the whistle, or no one I know of.
Yeah, but if you're gonna believe in an agency or let's say law enforcement in general, if you're gonna believe in them, then why is it so hard to believe that they know more than we do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And
don't doubt
maybe,
that as a citizen.
yeah, I just think that sometimes, not all the time, sometimes they know more than we do, and that's why they just don't go after investigations that we might sit here and say, "Damn, how can they just let this go?" You know?
Right. And that's how the bounty on American soldiers from Russia came up, right?
Yeah,
They said, no, that's not credible. And turns out it wasn't credible.
right.
But some media stations ran with it like it was the, conspiracy of the year.
Hmm.
And my question is, though, what I was trying to get at is you spoke about like, don't something wrong, you got to call them out, right?
I
Is
didn't
that,
hear that. You froze.
oh, well, you froze then because I can still see me moving. I'm
Okay.
saying if a cop does something wrong, you got to call him out, right?
Yeah,
So does that not apply in these agencies? If someone is doing something corrupt, do you not call them out?
yeah, but okay. Yeah, yeah. First and foremost, I say yes, right?
Right.
And you're under the impression that if there's corrupt, someone always knows it. Like if you're doing something and you're corrupt, someone is going to see it.
Okay, right. So for this example, let's say it's the upper echelon in the CIA, FBI, pick a organization,
Yeah.
and they call for a raid on Giuliani's uh, apartment, wherever it was, and they say, okay, the warrant specifically said get all the media, the hard drives, whatever, and Giuliani's sitting in there saying, hey, here's some hard drives you might want, and they're labeled Hunter Biden, and they say, no, we can't touch those.
Okay.
Like so,
Yeah. Okay.
apparently this is what happened. I don't know if they were
Right.
labeled Hunter, but
Right.
the point being is it's a great meme now. You can just label all your hard drives Hunter and nobody can come take them, right?
Right. Right. If you're
But
on the other side.
at some point, if an agent said that, if an agent actually told Giuliani, no, we're not touching those, you would think there's some level of corruption that's already known there. Could you not infer that? Or, I mean, the search warrant specifically says hard drives, or whatever media they call it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Media devices, whatever,
Yes.
contents, whatever. But yeah, just keep it in that plain context. Yeah. Yeah. I would say yeah. There's some corruption there.
So
And
if I
who's to
was,
say? Yeah, but okay, you're that top echelon.
mhm,
The they. We're talking about they. We just renamed they,
right,
right?
they, but you
But
just said I am they. I am
yeah,
they.
yeah, you're
Okay.
they, right?
I'm the head
So
of the
you,
FBI.
yeah, you said that there's no, we can't take those, right? I
Hmm.
reported. Who do you think that report's going to go to?
Sure. But I'm talking about
Right.
the whistleblower. I'm not talking about on the job.
Ah,
Obviously,
ah,
there's certain media agencies that are notorious for the anonymous,
yeah,
whistleblower that we can't
yeah.
even mention on YouTube. So where are those guys? Where
Mm.
are they?
Well, and then if you want to talk about notorious whistleblowers, they need something, and it's not just a Giuliani. Let's say, just to take it the case for what we know, he said, "Hey, take this right here," and they said, "No, we can't take those." Yeah, that wouldn't to me that wouldn't warrant someone being a whistleblower at that level. What we're talking about, like where
Sure.
you could bring down some serious people.
Yeah, I don't want to go to a bigger hole, but the whole thing that happened with Comey and all that stuff that came out. I mean, there was stuff right in your face that he completely lied about that
Right.
that's getting overlooked. So look at the people down there. Even what's the little schmuck's name that was dating the married girl or the married guy girl? I don't know which one. What's his name? Stroke. Yeah.
Oh,
Stroke.
I was gonna say Cuomo, but okay.
No, the other one. The other.
Oh,
I'm talking
okay.
about the one involved in an actual
Okay.
case. You know.
Oh, okay.
So
My bad.
Stroke was involved in all that stuff and his text back and forth. I mean, you saw the man testify.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be a trained intelligence guy to look at this guy and just say, he's lying. So, and even if okay, say I'm making that part up. The point is, a lot of the evidence came forward, insurance plan, all that stuff. That's a higher. You consider him higher level, right? Because he's probably
Right.
close to Comey. But what about the people below him? What about the guys that wrote the notes with him? The one guy disappeared. I mean,
Mm.
if he's in hiding right now, they still haven't found the other guy. If he's in hiding right now, why isn't he writing a book? Why isn't he releasing something?
He could be.
Yeah, he's taking a long damn time.
Yeah, he could be.
So,
Let the dust settle.
and you think the guys below them don't know what's going on? Like, is it that classified? It's like put in a file that nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
it's just going from just taking a police department or just a military unit. You think the privates knew everything that was going on at that different level?
Well, right. But let's take it to the police department. Let's take it to military, whatever, because we've had
Yeah.
this experience, right? Oh, the
Yeah.
general gets a DUI. At some point, somebody on the lower level encounters that general. It
Yeah.
isn't just like the provost marshal gets notified and he goes and responds. Somebody contact that general. Somebody knows something. So you telling me in these agencies, the lower people have no exposure to what's going on?
No, I'm not going to say they don't have any exposure, but
Speculation,
just
right? You're saying it's all probably
no. I'm not
no.
saying that. It's like, okay, if you and I did a traffic stop on a general and we're both E4s or E5, E4, compared to a general, you're way lower, you know. And we did everything by the book and he made the blotter report. We did our part. Are we
Mhm.
really going to go to a unit and say, hey, we want to see what happened? No, we will wonder what happened to that general. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're going to wonder what happened to him, but do we know if he was given a pass or, at our level, do we know that?
No, but I think that's an easy distinction between that and national media. You know what I mean? Like you're talking about like, on a base and maybe a
Yeah,
general, but this is national media stuff. So at some
yeah.
point I would go home and like, hey, why is that general getting an award when he just got a DUI? Like,
Right.
you
Okay.
know?
Yeah. I
So
don't know. But if you really look at it like that in that example, I say the same thing in law enforcement. The people at the lower level don't know everything that's going on. It's just different levels, man.
yeah, I'd
Yeah.
like to reach out. I know a couple guys. One's an FBI guy. I know a couple, a lot. I was in a CID unit, so I know a couple. I can reach out to. That'd be interesting. I'd like to hear exactly what their level, if they could talk about stuff. Obviously, it's going to be hard to get people on like that especially if they're still connected. They're not going to talk. But hey, if anybody out there knows who's retired, whatever,
Yeah.
leave a comment, whatever. All right, you got anything for that? You want to?
No. I think we pulled
Because
the pin on that one.
I think at some point we can actually have a whole episode on that if we get somebody who's experienced it.
Yeah,
That would be
and
awesome.
they want to talk about it. They're willing
Right,
to talk about
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Well, they're usually clever about tap dancing around stuff,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they can
Yeah.
they can be code they can do code things.
Yeah.
All right, what else did you see out there on in America?
Uh, what do you think about in our school system, any state, any city, whatever? Do you think teachers or school officials should be able to spank children?
And I'm sure we're wondering what prompted that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I did see the video which you're
Yeah.
referencing.
But the
Yeah.
funny thing about the video was the parent was there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was
So,
weird to me, right?
yeah, extremely.
And
And
why
I
was she
think, yeah,
filming that?
yes, that's the thing right there. She's the one that was doing the recording. I think
Yeah.
that's a parent that was probably overwhelmed, uh, just at her wits end, if you will.
Sure.
She didn't have any other plan of, you know, on what to do
Okay,
with that child.
we cannot ignore the fact that these teachers had paddles.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up later.
So no matter what mom was experiencing in the moment, these
Right.
teachers had paddles. And I don't think
Yeah.
it's unheard of because I think Catholic schools for years used to still use the
Yeah.
rulers on the knuckles and stuff like
Yeah.
that, even after, maybe even today.
I had a
Um,
teacher in the elementary. He'll grab you, grab your head and take a dictionary and just give you a slight tap on the back of the head.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
weird.
is that what happened? Is that your explanation?
Yep, that's my story.
Okay.
I'm sticking to it.
All
I
right.
still
Good
remember
deal.
his name too.
Good deal. Maybe
Yeah,
pay him a visit one day with a bigger dictionary.
yeah. They
This is the
say
abridged version.
thank you. Yeah,
Hold tight. Well, it's an interesting conversation because even again, like this one, we can do almost a whole episode on disciplining children and all that stuff as it is, right?
yeah. Because people will say, well, that could be um, causation, if you will, on why we have so many kids acting up now because they're not being disciplined at the home, in the home.
So, what do you feel about that?
I can see, I can see it, I can see it. It's like a lot of kids are left out there on their own, not literally, but the parents are not parenting, and I see a lot of kids acting out. So if you don't have any respect or manners, some type of upbringing in your home, you know, where you respect your adults and authority, if you will. Um, when you step outside your home, that's normal for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then they come outside
Yeah.
and they do the same thing, and then people respond to that differently.
Once again, I'll tell you. You know what? I like this, and I think we can have a whole episode on
Yeah,
this. I'd like to get some other perspectives in here and actually have a four person panel and just
yeah,
talk about this because I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm on the fence with both of it, and I can see both sides of it. I'm on the fence with it, and I'd love to get into it, but I think and then we'll revisit this on a future episode. That would be a great idea.
So you said you're on the fence?
Yeah, I'm actually on the fence on this one.
I'm
Yeah,
not, but
yeah.
okay.
Well, I mean that's the discipline, the physical discipline part of it.
Yeah,
Obviously discipline comes in many ways. It doesn't have to always be physical. It may be some sort of stress, but it's not necessarily physical.
right, right, right.
But back on the school, I don't think that's the school's responsibility. Period. I'm totally against that. The school should not be responsible for disciplining my children. Period.
That's
They
why.
have a discipline system, which
Yeah,
is expulsion,
yeah,
detention, all that. That's the system they use. But you don't touch my child.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean, if you have to in the moment because he's going to hurt somebody, like that's silly.
That's
That's not
different.
discipline,
That's different. Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
yeah, that stance
Okay.
I'm 100%. Schools should not be in the business of discipline.
Right.
So I mean, physical discipline. I feel like I'm talking about the
Did
whole.
you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that means we have a COVID update.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, yeah, kind of gay.
Oh, wow. We're gonna have to hold on to that one because I have no idea. What is our COVID update?
Um,
You take too
yeah,
long.
yeah, I know it's a drug out there. New Israeli drug says they have cured 29 out of 30 people.
Yeah, and their trials, right?
Yeah, yeah, clinical trials, and we all know
Yep.
that could last, I don't know, several months to 2 years, but it looks promising right now. We
So
don't
this,
know the specifics of the trials and, the personnel, the patient's age, sex, and all of that other stuff, but it's looking promising.
right. So 29 out of 30 doesn't sound like perfect, right? And it sounds like a small sample size, right? So there's still a lot of questions people are going to have, right?
Right.
But it is Israel too, right? So they tend to not play around over there when it comes to things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't believe they'd be doing some propaganda stunt over there.
Right. Trying to get clicks, be popular.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the question is, though, well, two questions I have. The first one is, just like everything, even with the vaccine, do we know what these drugs are? Like, I don't know what they are.
Right.
But is there any long term? Because I know they reported no side effects,
Right.
which is pretty huge, right? Because you want to
Yeah.
be cured with no side effects.
Yep.
But is there a long term side effect? Is there
Yeah.
unidentified? Do we already know what these drugs do and what they do in the system?
Yeah, and I think that's one of those. It remains to be seen.
Right. Unless
Further
there,
testing continues.
unless there is some medical evidence that these drugs, just like the hydroxychloroquine, which already has a long history within the human body, unless it's one of those drugs where it's already has a history.
Yeah. Yeah.
I even heard something locally here that they were teaching something. They were using some treatment that's like a antibacterial, and it was working on the COVID.
Wow.
Yes, some crazy. But this goes back to our favorite topic, the media. I
Yeah.
mean, there's things happen all over this country where doctors are finding cures and doing things, and yet they're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why. Well,
Yeah,
why
so
not?
that's why I'm glad Israel came out with something, and maybe if they're the ones, the outside source that just has to tell our media to go pound sand, then
Yeah, because then what do you have if the trials go through and they remain the same? If the end result is the same as the clinical trials, then what? People are going to be going over there.
oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
and
And then
yeah.
that's a good question then, Mike. So if this thing turns out to be good, do you bypass the vaccine and just go for the treatment when you get it?
I would say yes.
I'd be a resounding yes for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Why take the chance on a vaccine? You have no idea what it's going to do 10
Right.
years from now.
Where are the clinical trials on that?
Well, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, they do have clinical trials. They just started, you know, vaccinating people.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you're in the trial right now.
Yeah,
If you're,
yeah. And that's what people are saying, though. People are
yeah,
actually saying that. Yeah. So,
yeah.
yeah, it's
Accept
just
it
a
though,
lot of
right?
people are
Accept
still
it.
skeptical.
Yeah.
A lot of people are
But
still skeptical about the vaccinations, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
right, well, right now, if Israel hit the nail right now, then all that skepticism doesn't matter because I'd rather get the cure than the vaccine.
True, and I think we have what 7 months to go, 8 months to go, something like that.
For what? Did they extend it?
Yeah, I'll go say by the end of the year. Try to
Wow.
keep an eye on it until the end of the year and see what happens. Because
You don't
by
think it's gonna
then,
make? You don't think it's gonna make it to the midterms so we can close the polls and nobody can go vote? How long
it
do you think we
should.
can extend
Um,
this COVID thing?
I think I don't know. I think it'll be done by the end of summer.
You think so? So then
It'll be a
what's
big.
the
It's going to be a drastic change from today to the end of the summer. It'll be a drastic change.
so then what do you think's going on over there in India?
Have no clue.
Well, because I saw a
Weird.
post. I saw a post and somebody was it was a plea for, and I was all into it. I was like so empathetic, and then the very last line is, "What you're seeing on CNN is actually happening," and I was just like, "What? Like what?" I'm like, I was so drawn in for these people in India and helping them, and I mean, because obviously it's a compassionate thing. If they're really having problems over there, why aren't we getting them some aid? And then she just killed it with that.
What
What
type
you're
of
seeing on
aid?
CNN. Whatever, more vaccines. They're having problems getting vaccines. They can't get enough oxygen. There's people waiting outside of hospitals. We could send a ship over there, right?
Okay.
We did it here. What?
You know what?
They already got money allotted for that stuff.
Okay.
They got money. They got money allotted for it. Or heck, just send them a bill. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the ship they sent to New York that they didn't use. Send that one to India.
Yeah. By the time it gets there, what?
Well, I mean, if they left last week, it would have been all right.
Yeah.
Well, there's other countries probably around there too who can do the same thing.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
yeah,
Here
I
we
get it.
go the world police, if you will, or the World Health
Well, it's
Organization.
humanitarian, right? Humanitarian. We're not trying to
Okay.
change their government. We're just trying to help out some people.
Yeah. A lot of people here. I'm not saying. Oh God, I know it sounds bad, but it's just a lot of people here need help as well. And that
Yeah,
money
sure.
you say that's allotted for that, why not keep it in house for a while?
I get it. You got some BLM money that can go to some really needy
That's
communities
not the
instead of
government.
mansions.
That's
Oh,
not the
that's right.
government.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's all the suckers out there that just, hey, I
Yeah.
support you. I want to buy your fourth mansion.
Well, it's not like they knew.
Oh, right, right. They didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know they would.
They
They
didn't
was
know
on
that the
it.
lady came on TV and said we're Marxists. They didn't know that. That wasn't true.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know everything that everybody you listen to, what they've said?
No, but if I'm refusing to listen to them when they have a dissenting opinion, then that's on me. If I refuse to listen to them, that's on me.
Yeah.
It's one thing if I wasn't privy to the information, if nobody, I didn't see any information, I didn't know anything. So the initial knee-jerk reaction to support something, yeah, okay, and that's what we see a lot in the media. Somebody comes up with, hey, let's do this, let's boycott this, let's do that. Everybody jumps to conclusions. So, okay, for one, that's shame on you for jumping to conclusions. And then for two, if somebody's saying, no, 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 this is a scam, or this is, because you've seen it, right? All the people in your neighborhood might report, hey, there's a new phone scam going on. The FBI might report it. Your phone company might report it. Well, the first people got suckered. But everybody who knew that was a scam, now they should at least stop and say, wait a minute. You know what I mean? I think that the onus is on you at that point.
Yeah, but just because people are saying there's a scam out there doesn't mean everyone in the neighborhood heard that there's a scam out there.
Oh, no, no, right. I get it. But there was a lot of people promoting it. Companies, organizations, everything were promoting it. Yeah. You can't tell me all those people, nobody knew. Nobody had any questions.
I mean, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole neither.
All right.
But I'm not going to say that nobody knew, but I can't say that everyone should have known. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
There's a balance there, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. And like I said, at some point they hide it. Some people don't even read it. Some people may felt pressured in it, even if they did know. I know variables.
You say, I think you said they were foolish or fools for donating all that money and helping buying mansions and stuff. And I'm like, okay.
Well, you could still be a fool and not be an idiot.
Yeah, but my thing is, it's no different than people donating to a political party to me.
Yeah, that's why I don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, some people donate votes.
Yeah.
You ready for this last one?
I've done that a little bit, yeah. But then again, you throw yours away, so I guess we're even.
And you never. That's another show. There we go again. You got to reel in the media and the politicians, man. We got to reel them in. I tell you.
Hey, politician lies matter.
Yeah. Say that again.
Politicians' lies matter.
There you go. Love it. Lies. But anyway, speaking of politicians.
Yeah. The last we have is probably the entertaining. And I wish I had some videos, but if you have watched any of Biden's last speeches
what's the last one you heard? He's taking over my Bushisms. I used to love the Bushisms, man. And Bush only had about maybe maximum 3.
Yeah, even Trump, like Trump, Kofifi, and all the things they laughed at him at, like all of them are going to misspeak or make mistakes or even make up a word because they're trying to sound intelligent.
Yeah.
This guy is scary lost, though. I mean, it's scary to me. Like,
why is it scary?
Because he's the leader of our country. And if I'm looking at him laughing, what are these other countries doing?
The same thing they did with the last president. When he had a gaffe or something, man, they laugh.
Well, yeah, because they were looking for a reason.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know, dude.
I think what you're saying is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but these gaffes seem to be more suspect to being, medically.
Yes.
So I get it. Yeah.
We get a kick out of it. Even the whole stare thing that I still can't stop laughing at, especially all the memes that came out. The stare thing. Okay, I get that. I can knock that and say, oh, the man was in a hurry. The wind didn't blow him down, but he was in a hurry, skipped a step. He was a frail old man. I get it. And then the second time and third time as well, I get it. It was that one step that had like peanut butter on it or something. I don't know.
Peanut butter? What's the difference?
I don't know. Peanut butter's slippery. I didn't want to put like grease or that just sound,
Yeah. But I think, being that came out before he really hit the campaign trail hard, and then he had all of these speeches where he was making these gaffes, and I was like, okay, don't prove them right. Whatever you do, don't prove them right. And so now it's like people are questioning, damn, does he really have a condition here?
Well, you saw that. What was his first speech or something? You saw that? And then was the newspaper tried to say 85% of Americans thought his speech was good? And they had to retract that because what they meant was 85% of the Democrats that watched it.
Yeah.
So, I think people are just not even paying attention anymore.
Right.
And the media's just trying to not cover it. But it's
let it go. Well, it's kind of like when, I don't know if you remember when Hillary, she was on the campaign trail. Well, did she fall or did she slip? And then two people, one time. No, I didn't never see that one. When she was getting in the van or the vehicle.
Yeah, that there wasn't another one where she collapsed up on some stairs. I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, no.
I thought she collapsed.
But it's just when she slipped or whatever, two people each side came to her and helped support her. And I was like, man, that was kind of odd, but
And it could have been
me,
a slip. Could have been
yeah,
anything.
yeah, but
Once, maybe twice,
yeah. See, that's the
but
thing. Yeah, that's the thing.
Biden's
But
every speech, you
yeah,
can't even read
yeah,
the teleprompter anymore.
yeah. It's kind of sad. It's sad, and he's up there in age anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
They might
And
want to cut Sling Low with that one.
yeah, and I get it, but I mean, like he's representing the United States of America, and I get it. People didn't like Trump representing America; they didn't think that that was a representation, and I kind of understand the argument at some point,
Right,
because his character wasn't exactly a representation of all of our morals and values and our characteristics that we like to believe we have. I'm not gonna say we
right,
have, but we like to
right,
believe we have. But he is definitely like we're not a bunch of bumbling idiots, so he's not
right.
representing us in any fashion or form. I mean, you
You're
probably
not
got the
representing
French.
us in a good way.
No, you probably get the French over there laughing at us, and they've probably surrendered more battles than they've been in.
Hey,
So,
those are our
sorry.
allies, man.
Yeah, I don't want to pick on the French either. The
Yeah,
Canadians are still knocking at my door.
my boy Mike come after you on Facebook.
All right, all
Yeah,
right. Well, I'll give the French credit because they're the ones calling us out on our silly culture stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So I give them credit.
There's no
At least
silly culture over there.
no, but at least they're aware when we've gone too far.
They should know.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Because I'm the so. Anyways, before we pull the pin on this episode, I just wanted to ask you: have you quit the menthols yet, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good. So then
Yeah.
you're okay. Nobody's gonna come after you.
Well, you never know.
Okay. All right.
You might have some police officers out there that see me and they can say, "Well, looks like he smokes. Let's check him for menthol.
Ah, right,
Probable
right.
cause."
I got it. I
Yeah.
got it. All right. So
But
that'll
I just
conclude.
want it on the air right now that I stopped smoking.
Right, right. When the fire
Yeah.
went out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because that's the only time I smoke is when I'm on fire.
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
here.
Okay. All right. Good deal. So we'll pull the pin on our sit rep here, and we'll close this out with our person of the week, our people of the week, our pull the pin, whatever it is you want to do.
POW. Person of the week. I'm going politics of the week. Political power party of the week. I'm gonna say thank you to the Libertarian Party. Thank you. No one has ever come and said the Libertarian Party has changed their stance on anything. You know, but you can always find Democrats and Republicans and the lowest of the low independents who have done so.
Wow. So
And I'm
really,
saying I'm not done yet. It's
oh
my
my God.
POW. No, this political party has, stood their ground on principle, and it doesn't sway. And for the life of me, the left or the right, they sway either way. Every year, every day, you can find something. And I don't understand why more people don't come to the Libertarian Party just to show them that they are no longer in power. But hey, you guys want to keep throwing your votes away? Go right ahead.
Are you
And that's
complete?
my POW.
Oh, okay, you're complete. Because yeah, I got one question for you.
Oh God, here we go.
If a tree falls in the woods, does anybody hear it?
Yeah.
Obviously, nobody knows what the libertarded the Libertarded Party stands for because nobody even hears them. They don't know if they're swaying because nobody knows what they stand for.
I'm going to
Anyways,
hold on. I'm going to take that back to what you said about the neighborhood and people screaming the scam. People have been saying about this scam for years about the Democrats and Republicans, but okay.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, you swayed me toward the Libertarian Party, but I still don't know what they stand for. So they got my vote, but I have no idea what they stand for. But I'm gonna move into. I'm gonna actually pull the pin on something because this is something I experienced, and it's just shady business. It's real shady business. So, I had a very close family member who recently passed away who had solar panels on the top of his house. And when I had to contact this solar panel company, they told me, oh, well, we need to know who the new owners are or who's going to be residing in the house so they can take over the contract. And I said, wait a minute. I said, what do you mean take over the contract? And they said, Well, yeah, he had a contract he signed with us that, he's going to pass this to the new owners or whatever. I said, so you're telling me that this person and you had a contract that affects somebody they didn't even know? I'm like, what? I said, you know what? I'll get back to you. I'll call you back. I'm going to probably go talk to my lawyer first, and we'll figure this out.
Wow.
And done. I mean, I know some shady stuff, and I understand the business perspective. Like, I get it. But is that even possible?
Yeah.
To sign a contract?
Oh,
to
no.
pass it down to somebody you don't even know yet?
No.
Like, are you saying, like, I can't sell my house unless the person buying it wants the solar panels?
Right.
Now, maybe it's a good sell, but is that real?
It just, I didn't know about this, but it just reminded me of back in the day with the satellite dishes.
Mm-hmm.
You call up a direct TV or someone saying, hey, we're moving, so if you want to come get your satellite, oh, no, just leave it there. We'll see if the people who move in want it. And it's like they almost take it as a loss.
Well, do you know why?
Why?
Because it's screwed into your roof, and if they pull it out, they got to replace your roof.
Ah, okay.
So those panels all on his roof are screwed in, so they're not going to take it back. So basically,
gotcha.
we can unless there's some contractual agreement that's a lien on the house, that they'll get their money back or they get the portion of the house or whatever. Unless that's some contractual agreement, they have no rights. If they want to come get their equipment, they can, and then we tell them you need to fix the roof.
Right.
And the roof could be $30,000 itself, probably more than the panels.
Yep. Okay.
So you see?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it was just shady that she was trying to, and maybe I'm wrong. Like, I'll accept if I'm wrong, but it was almost like she was telling me I had to pass this on to the new people or I couldn't sell the house. Like, what are you talking about?
Right. Yeah, that's different than the
contract.
satellite company. They say, yeah, we'll just leave it. If they don't want it, then we'll come get it.
Yes. Well, they ain't coming to get it. They're not pulling it off your house. I have 2 of them on my house right now.
And they'll never come get
2
it?
of them. No, because then they
So is there a way they could disconnect it?
Yeah, they're cut. The wires are cut. They'll come out and cut the wires.
You can't just reconnect them?
Well, sure, but what are you going to connect it to?
I don't know. I don't know how solar panels work.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's a box with a decoder that takes... Yeah, I don't know. I'd be good to look up. But anyways, I'm not going to beat this one. This was supposed to be a pull the pin, not a whole episode.
Okay. Sorry.
But tune in next time. We can talk about solar panels and satellite dishes on your roof. And until then, we will talk about anything. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. If you're a veteran, get on. If you got something for the veterans, get on. Reach out. Go find us at pullthepinalready.com. Get involved. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.